my voice in the chat, please say something. If you can hear my voice in the chat, please say something.
You want me to go to your channel like to moderate the chat or check it out
Hang
or
on.
what?
Let me see if they can hear me. If you can hear my voice in the chat, they can hear me. Okay, I can hear myself. All right,
Okay.
we're good.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. I need you guys to give me just a moment so I can promote the chat out to people. Um, so we're gonna be talking about this Dragon Ball Super Future Trunks finale. MJ's here from Geek List. MJ, say hello to the people.
Hello, everybody. I'm MJ. Thanks for having me, man.
Hold on, we're live talking Dragon Ball Super Future Trunks arc finale. Yeah, so I
Future
hope I
Trunks.
hope all you guys are having a good night. It's the weekend. Hopefully you guys are chilling out. If I'm coming in a little bit low, this damn OBS is still a pain. Am I coming in low or is Geekless coming in low? Just let me know in the chat there who's coming in low, dude.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people, dude. There's a lot of people in there, so I'm trying to have my best to keep up with you guys.
I'm jumping in right now.
Are we both coming
Onto.
in low? Yeah, okay. Say something, MJ.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Am I coming in low?
I'm raising my volume right now, guys. Stand by.
Okay.
All right, I just raised my volume a little bit more. Can you guys hear me better?
Huh. The stream's a little. I mean, the chat's a little bit behind, right? Because they're still saying I'm low. I mean,
I'm still
can
okay?
you?
They're saying I'm okay. All right. All right,
Okay.
guys,
Yeah.
just let me know if Geek List is coming in too low. We're going to have Quaman joining us shortly. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and promote out this stream. Uh, what a crazy night. First of all, guys, all right, let me get some more people in here and I'm going to talk to you guys about some stuff that's on my mind before we get into the episode. Xeon's in here?
Yeah. He says, "Bitch, you better invite him."
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Xeon, we're going to bring you in just a moment here.
And they're saying I'm still low too.
Yeah, okay, Quinn is here. All right, stand by a little bit, guys. Let me fix this audio problem. I didn't know Xeon. I thought Xeon was Xeon, I thought you were going to work, dude. I'm confused. I'm happy. I'm just confused.
Maybe he's just fucking with us.
I can't tell if he really wants to be on here or not. Xeon, if you really want to be on here, send me a text message and let me know if you still want to be on here. All right, I have it. All right, let me know if Geek List still sounds okay. Oh, Gabby's in here. Gabby, you're the mod, by the way. Gabby, you are modded. I hope you know that. Xeon took the weekend off for Pokemon. Xeon, it's funny because after the
Oh.
episode ended, I was gonna send you a text about the whole thing, but I had to run. I'm gonna talk about that with you guys here in a second. All right. First, let me get this thing promoted out. Stand by for just 1 second. Just bear with me for just a couple seconds, guys. I gotta get this thing out.
Alright, people saying I'm good now, so I'm not too sure if he did anything or.
Okay, no, that's fine. Just stand by for just one more moment, guys, and we're gonna get the stream started. Just bear with me, and I will bring in some guests periodically tonight. All right. Okay. All right. How do I sound? Do I sound okay? Let me know in the comments.
Wait, people are saying I'm not good anymore. I don't know, dude.
You're not good anymore?
Someone said that. I mean, I saw someone saying my audio was good, and then someone said I'm still low.
Oh, it's like
So
people are saying like different things. You know what I mean? They're saying like different things.
yeah, someone just right now said nah, Geekless is still too low. So
Okay, they're saying we're all good. Okay, everybody's saying we're good now. So,
okay.
look, I apologize if it's too low, guys. I don't really understand why. I have this. Look, I have Geek List turned up to 370. 370. All right, so this guy is all over the place here.
I'll speak a little louder when I talk now, okay?
Yeah, talk a little bit louder. All right. So first and foremost, all right, we got 766 guests in here. If I get to 800, I'm gonna actually start kind of going what we're talking about here. If I'm a little bit low, turn you guys up a little bit, or turn your device up. Again, I apologize for the low quality. This is like a last minute thing. Um, the Kid Apollo, you got a shout out, bro. All right. 766 here. I hope you guys are having a great day. I want to thank you guys for subscribing to the channel and getting us to 150,000. It really means a lot to me, seriously. Like, that's it's pretty cool, dude. It's pretty
That's
cool.
epic, man.
No, I mean, it really is, and I appreciate you guys coming to me for for Dragon Ball stuff. All right, so we're at over 800. All right, so check it out. So first of all, I want to apologize to you guys about some stuff that I did something that happened earlier tonight. My super review tonight was a little bit rushed. I really apologize. I had to go to a birthday party. Literally, like, I was kind of pissed because the birthday party was at 8 p.m. and I couldn't get the super review up before 8, so I was actually late to the party, and I really want to apologize because the super review was a little bit rushed, and I didn't get all my thoughts in. Plus, I watched it with a really, really crappy stream. I was talking to Herms the entire night, dude. Herms and I were on Skype. Yes, the party did have cake, and I just wanted to let you guys know I really apologize for that. I do take pride in the quality of my shit. I just had to, I rushed it a little too much. I usually sit back and think. I know that people say, oh, you put your reviews up fast. I do, but now that I watched the episode subbed, couple of corrections I made from a previous the review. Number one, Daishinkai is indeed Whis' father, not his brother.
I like that a little bit better, though.
I like that a little bit better, too. We're going to get to that in a minute. And also, the future Trunks timeline. Okay, we gotta talk about this damn timeline thing because I'm confused. All right,
I got a
so
headache on that, bro. I'm not sure I can help you with that.
Okay, we're gonna bring the timeline guy Quinn in here shortly. All right, let me see if Quinn wants to join. Quinn, are you ready? Quamman's gonna have to. Quamman's been working on like 6 timeline videos that he can't even do anymore because there's so much stuff.
Bro, if he can't fix it, nobody can.
Right. Shout out to Big Sil here. Let's see if we can get Quinn in here. Quinn's getting his mic right now.
Oh, man, dude. Someone just said they can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay. All right, then.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me check my settings real quick. I hate doing these live streams because I almost need like a producer, you know what I mean, to help me out. Say something real quick, MJ.
Hello, what's up?
If I'm coming in too loud, guys, let me know. I'm gonna turn myself down a little bit. Okay, I apologize if I'm coming in too loud. The audio is bad. Yes, I know the audio is bad. I don't know how to configure OBS to do a stream. I've tried it like 4 times already, and it's very, very hard. It just doesn't listen to me. I'm telling it to like do this, do that.
It happened to your previous ones, right?
It
All
happened,
the other guys below too.
It happened to all the ones I've done, dude. It's annoying. Now they're saying I'm too low. Okay, what about now? How do I sound now? How do I sound now? We have 1,000 people in here. Okay, let me know if I still sound low.
I'm getting a whole bunch of mixed stuff. Like, I'm seeing a whole bunch of mixed stuff right now.
All right, hang on. Just hang on. We're bringing Quinn in. Quinn, are you here?
Yep.
All right, I'm trying to fix my audio here. All right, do I sound okay, guys? I sound good. Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Can everybody hear Quamman?
Alrighty, guys.
Let me know if you guys can hear Quamman. Okay, everybody's saying good. All right. Well, first of all, again, like I said, thank you guys for joining the stream tonight. We got 1,000 people in here. That's always good. We're gonna talk about Dragon Ball Super, episode 67, and the whole Future Trunks arc ending. Now, Quinn and I, and probably Black and Fist, are gonna get together during the week, most likely, if you're cool with that, Quinn. So we can do our little arc review. Xeon, if you want to come into the stream, send me a quick text message. Okay, he just sent me a text message. All right, I'll bring you in just a moment. I want to discuss something with Quinn first, and
You want me to add him for you, Danny?
in a moment. I do want him to come in, but I want to first discuss. Yeah, there's some disgust here. I'm a bit confused. All right, so all right. So, and I actually have some stuff I want to talk to you guys about too. But like I said, my bad for the super review. It was a nightmare getting the stream to work. It was, and I normally would have just stayed for the Crunchyroll, but I had to go to a birthday party tonight. I had to leave. So again, I apologize to you guys. I try to make my work as good as possible. Okay. And those of you asking about Rhymestyle, he's actually not at home. He hopped on a flight today. I don't really know where he went, so Rhymestyle will probably not be joining us. So we're gonna talk about Dragon Ball Super. We're gonna talk about this damn Future Trunks arc ending. All right. First and foremost, okay. This ending was like extremely bittersweet. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. It was like depressing because Zamasu ended up killing the damn kid and all the people on. Oh, and by the way, spoilers if you haven't seen the episode. All right. Dude, Zamasu wound up fucking doing he wiped out everybody, dude. Like
He murdered everyone.
he got the Zero Mortals plan going. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a bit weird, dude. It almost seems like he got his way. You know, he murdered everyone on Earth, and then look what happened. The whole timeline's destroyed. You know, everyone's gone. Basically, it seems like he got his way.
It was cool to see. It was really cool to see Zeno and his power. That was we got over 1,100 people. Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming in.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're talking about Dragon Ball Super, the Future Trunks finale. So it was cool to see him destroy the future timeline, but it was weird because when they went back to the future, Zeno was like there, like in like a void or something. Was he like existing outside of time? Like what exactly was this?
Yeah, it's interesting you're saying that, Danny. I was just talking to Duct Tape about the episode, and the funny thing is that I actually thought, like, at first that he had, like, just wiped out Earth, but then when you look back on it and that whole big white background, it seemed like he was just chilling in, like I guess, like
limbo.
After reality or something like that.
Yeah.
It was very, very weird. Okay, so also, where the hell did Trunks and Mai go? I'm a little confused about that. Herms just hit me up. I'm gonna bring Herms in here again. No, by the way, a big shout out to Herms too, guys. Herms was really, really cool tonight with me. He helped me out. People are now saying for me to turn you guys' volume up. Look, Look, guys, listen to me. My desktop audio for this is at 401%. 404. Now it's gonna go up to 420%. And I'm at 100%. They should be louder than me. I don't know why they're coming in low. I don't know. I seriously have no idea. I'm not kidding. I don't know. So, again, shout out to Herms for helping me out tonight because before the episode started, I had to have Herms help me find the episode, and it was a nightmare. He really helped out. But, okay, I'm going to bring Zeon. Quick, can you bring Zeon in since you said you were going to?
Nope.
I actually have the episode pulled up, bro. The weirdest thing to me in this episode is the whole, I believe it's possible for you to return to a time in your world before it was erased.
So the idea was, okay, here's the idea. Shout out to Samantha Valles. And again, guys, welcome. I'm very happy for you to be here. Thank you for your support of the channel. It really means a lot. I wanted to talk to you guys. Okay, I think Zeon's here.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay. I'm going to predict what Zeon's going to say. Fuck this goddamn episode. Fuck this goddamn...
Fuck this episode. I mean, this was,
This is such bullshit. I mean, this arc could have been so good, and it was so bad. I mean,
hold on. Am I audible? Can people hear me just fine?
Yeah, I'm sorry if the quality is a little bit low for Zeon, but I hope they can. They're saying they can hear you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they're saying they can hear him. So.
Okay. So, yes, this episode was, it was so weird and so bad on so many weird, bad levels. Like, so much shit happened this episode, and most of it's all on the back end. Like, cause, like, I mean, like, the fucking Zeno button. Of course the Zeno button comes in, and Quinn's already laughing his ass off.
He's laughing because he knows you're coming. They used the goddamn Zeno.
Oh, bro, when you said Xeon was coming in, I was like, here we go, bro. This is awesome.
Xeon's very entertaining, but he's the thing is that everything that Xeon says is true. It's just that. Let me just say one thing, Xeon, before you go any further. I'm turning you up a little bit more, bro. Is Xeon does not hate Dragon Ball. He wants Dragon Ball to be good. It's just one of those things where he wants Dragon Ball to be good, but everybody has a different tolerance level. Like Xeon has a very low tolerance for bullshit, whereas other people have a higher tolerance. Is that fair to say?
I would say that's pretty fair. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like I'll accept a fair amount of bullshit, but like this was just like it just kept it. Like the arc just completely, as I put on Twitter, like the arc just completely falls apart under its own weight. Like the narrative just crushes its own damn story. And,
The last 3 episodes, right? You would think.
yeah. And the weird thing is though, like and I was talking to Gabby about this earlier, like, you know, you can't even say like, oh well, they wrote themselves into a corner. No, like they had this planned. Like, you know, episode 2 of this arc, you know, they bring up, oh yeah, Zeno gets annoyed. He just wipes out fucking entire planes of existence. That's what he does. Like, oh, well, you know, so when that happens at the end of this and he completely wipes out a plane of existence, it's just, you were warned. They told you in advance. They put that breadcrumb there, and then you hand them the Zeno button. You don't hand someone a fucking Chekhov's gun and expect it not to fucking go off in the last act. And sure enough, it did. So, I mean, you can't say, like, this shit wasn't set up. You can't say, like, you know, oh, well, they just completely pulled it out of their ass. Like, no, they set this up. It's still fucking garbage, but it was fucking set up.
Well, here's the thing I want to say about this. The Zeno thing was weird because he just appeared, and then future Zeno's never met Goku. He's never met any of those people. He may have met Gowasu, we can presume, because this is weird because you would think that the Omni King, the king of everything, would have knowledge of every Kai. Like, you would think that this guy would have knowledge of every Kai, that he would know, you know, everybody who he hires to run his universes for him. And yet, it's one of those things where he comes off like very naive, like he doesn't even know. And that's, again, one thing that Dragon Ball's kind of been irritating me about is that every character's a damn dumbass. Like, have you noticed that every character's fucking stupid? Like, Goku does something stupid, Vegeta will do something naive, Zamasu will do something stupid. Like, there's no smart people in this damn series. Like, maybe...
Okay, wait. Characters stop being smart in Dragon Ball after, like, around the Majin Buu arc, where everyone makes the worst possible decision possible to keep the fucking storyline going. Let's be fucking real.
Well, the Cell Saga was the same
Yeah,
thing, bro.
I was gonna say the same thing, Xeon.
This arc had the same fucking problem, where Trunks is like, oh, I don't want to fight, I don't want to kick Cell's ass in front of my dad because it'll hurt his feelings.
And then Krillin, he could have destroyed 18, but he's in love with a fucking robot. And then Goku gave him a senzu bean, and then Gohan let him fucking survive. And then Piccolo let him escape instead of killing him in his imperfect form. I mean, everybody fucked up.
I mean, they could have killed the scientist.
Everyone just makes the worst fucking yeah, and everyone, they could have fucking killed Garo in the fucking beginning of the arc.
But I mean, look, this arc is sort of like on a different level of stupid. Like Dimsy was bringing up to me that
I thought Dimsy too for a little bit too. Yeah. We're gonna bring him up in a minute.
Dimsy was telling me that so Zeno can know when 2 gods of destruction, just 2 of them, get together on a little small planet and have a little tournament, right? A little get together. But yet he doesn't know when all 12 of his Kais and all 12 of his gods of destruction are dropping like flies. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? It's a bit weird to me. Like, it just seems like, why didn't he get involved sooner? You know?
Well, that's
To me,
one.
it is.
Yeah.
That is one thing that Zeno. You know, somebody just tweeted to me right now, the Hoover, and he said, "I've never seen an ending to a story where the good guys just straight up fail. It's so unsatisfying and I fail." Well, there are horror movies and things like that. I mean, I just got done watching Saw 1 and Saw 2. And the good guys fail in all those movies, dude. But in Dragon Ball, right? It's one of those things where in Dragon Ball, one thing about Toriyama, he's talked about this before, is he doesn't like writing dark stuff. He likes having happy endings and things like that. But it's one of those things where this was not a happy ending. Like, one thing that bugged the shit out of me about this episode is that Trunks and Mai go to the past, and their whole future's been wiped out, and they're just sitting there chilling, like, yeah, I mean, whatever. We're like, I have Mai still. Like, I guess, okay. Let me ask you guys for clarity here. Okay, so what happened? Whis said, this is what I saw when I watched the subtitle, okay? We said they're going to go to the future, before the Supreme Kai of the future was killed by Zamasu, Black, whatever, and they were going to stop that event from happening. So, in other words, Future Trunks' timeline is going to pretty much keep going with no Goku Black and just the memory of, I guess, only with Trunks and Mai. But what I'm not understanding is how can they stop the Supreme Kai from dying if, like, how can they stop that if he's already going to be black and he's going to be immortal?
Okay,
Or no, Zamasu is immortal. No. Okay, I'm confused. Damn it. I'm not perfect. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're gonna go to the future and kill Zamasu before he ever became immortal and before Black ever interacted with him. So basically, like, you know, they're gonna get to that friggin' future timeline, and I guess like Black will show up and just, I don't know, I guess Trunks will just have to deal, like, two Trunkses will have to just buddy up to fight Black, who's just gonna be by himself. And you're gonna have a Trunks who has all the fucking powers, all the Mary Sue abilities that have ever been Mary Sue'd ever in history, and he's just gonna kick the shit out of Black.
Yeah.
Well, and you remember, Zeon, if they ever need to, they can always do a fusion of Trunks and Trunks.
Right?
But okay, that
You got the Super Trunks saga.
look.
I was telling Gabby, like, the next arc is gonna be the double Future Trunks arc.
But here's the thing, okay, that all sounds good, but why didn't we get that episode next week? Like, you know how, okay, remember how in Dragon Ball Z, they kill Cell, we have the, you know, and then we have episode 194, which is Trunks goes to the future and kills 17 and 18, and then Cell, right? But we didn't get that here. Why didn't they just actually show, like, I'm curious, why didn't they just show, like, you know, Trunks going back to the future and seeing what happens? Like, dude, freaking Trunks goes to the damn... Trunks goes to the future with a time machine, and we don't even know where he's going. We don't even know what his fate is. And then what about that scene with Gohan at the end? I was very, very confused. Like, are they telling us that Trunks is missing future Gohan, or are they telling us that Trunks should go have babies?
It's funny because I just said this like in my review, like not that after when I uploaded, I was talking about how like I feel like that was a very symbolic moment because remember like future Gohan like represented, you know, everything to like that universe. Like he was fighting the androids for years, and then, you know, when he died, then Trunks had to take the mantle of leadership with Mai and all that stuff. So I felt that that was kind of a signal in passing saying that like now the future Gohan, Trunks, my era of the past is like now ending with that final look at Gohan, and like he's going towards the future. So I thought it was, you know, all symbolic with imagery.
But is he going to prevent Gohan from dying?
No, I don't think they're gonna pull a Xenoverse.
Yeah,
Thanks for
that's- I don't
spoiling the
think he-
game.
Oh, well, I would assume most know.
Zeon hasn't finished it yet.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay, I knew that one already, but yeah. Just, oh man. So, okay, so he's gonna go to the future, so they're gonna have a future with two Mais and two Trunkses. Here's the real question though. If this
Yeah.
future Trunks fucks the other future Mai, is he technically cheating on the original future Mai?
I
Well-
mean,
Why
it's
are
just enforced,
minds
bro.
need to know? Quinn, we need a theory.
Yeah, Quinn, get to work on that theory. What if... No, but didn't people already make the joke about if Vegeta fucks future Bulma, is he cheating on present Bulma? That joke was already made before. Because remember all the creepy stuff we were talking about at the beginning of the arc, how Vegeta's going to impregnate future Bulma and make Bra that way?
Yeah. Stupid. But I honestly, man, like, I just feel like if anything, what they could do is go to that time and, like, you know, obviously help them with all of those threats, but then, like, probably go towards the present. Because I think, for the viewer's point of view, I think it'd be cool if they could see a future Trunks in the present timeline. Now, obviously, that would contradict, like, the end of Z, but at least for a little while with, you know, maybe a future arc coming around and stuff, because I definitely think Trunks could be a help in upcoming arcs.
You know,
That's true.
Neo, that's one thing I was going to say. Neo Leda, if I screwed your name up, I'm sorry. And I want to get Zeon's thoughts on this too, and all you guys, really. There's people who think that this is not the end of Trunks. I'm not sure this is the end of Trunks. It almost felt like he's coming back. Like it almost felt like this guy is going to be coming back. The ending is not satisfying enough for me. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's just me though, okay? But they really left it open with Trunks and Mai that they're gonna have babies, and that one of the babies might end up being a villain or maybe a new baby, a new good guy. I mean, what about the possibility? Again, I'm not gonna turn into every other YouTube channel, but what about the possibility of like Oob eventually meeting Trunks' kid if they go beyond the end of Z? I mean, there's so many possibilities here. Are they purposely leaving it open to bring Trunks back to then capitalize again on nostalgia? Because one thing that's been kind of obvious to me, and Xeon, I haven't talked to you about this. And I was going to talk to Gabby about it too. And I think I talked to Quinn about it. And I think I talked to MJ about it. But anyways, is this whole arc's been the nostalgia arc, right? But the question then is, like, they've already blown their load on all the nostalgia. We've seen Frieza come back. We've seen new Saiyans with Kaba. We've seen Trunks. We've seen Vegito. So we've seen we've even seen Gotenks. We've seen all of the little nostalgic, I guess, ass pulls. What else can they do?
Well, I mean, they already introduced. I didn't think Hit was as popular as, like, a lot of people liked him. I didn't think he was that popular until the whole Xenoverse era. Xenoverse 2 happened. So obviously, it seems like they're bringing him back. They know Hit draws, so they're gonna bring him back for whatever reason. If the December 18th episode is the start of a new arc, it would seem like. So, I mean, they can go there. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I would think something kind of similar to MJ here because obviously, Xeon's talked about this before. Like, they have a lot of content that they can explore with all these universes because remember, now we have access or we've had exposure to some of the Universe 6 guys and now we've also had exposure to some of Universe 10, obviously besides Gowasu. So, like, I think they can really tap into, like, what the hell are people doing in these other universes in this whole Dragon Ball, super universe.
Yeah, I mean, let me just add this too. Okay, so let's clarify this for everybody, which is really code for let me clarify it for myself, okay? So we said he was going to go to the future before Beerus died, which means that he's going to end up stopping Dabura and Babidi from killing the Supreme Kai, which in turn would, at that point, introduce him to Trunks as he was there for that fight. It's like Xeon, it's like they want us to have our own headcanon. They don't tell us shit, so we have to make it up. I'm making up the story right now.
Yeah, it's like basically all they're saying is just, he's going to go tell Beerus, hey, go kill Zamasu before this horrible shit happens. Whether or not Beerus is going to intervene in, like, the Majin Buu stuff and prevent his own death, we don't know that yet. He could end up doing that. Probably would end up doing that, but who even knows, man? Like, because they're not going to show us anything. They're not going to show us a damn thing, clearly. They're going to jump into fun little slice of life filler stuff, which is cool. It's the best fucking parts of Super, but a little bit of closure on this supposed ending that they're going to fucking do off screen. Yeah, that would have been nice.
That would have been cool to see. I agree with that.
So, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just going to say, but I could bring it up later, go.
No, you go ahead because I'm trying
to say that, like, this arc, in my opinion, Danny, I just feel like it has so many unanswered questions. I mean,
yes.
I just finished doing, like, 3 diagrams, with, obviously duct tape and, like, my friend Travis, like, doing this timeline explanation. Then I also have, like, a video dropping about what Trunks' form is because if they can't fucking explain it, I'll fucking do it. It's like I feel like we haven't gotten anything out of this arc. They had cool moments, but so many unanswered questions are still unanswered.
Yeah, this is like what Xeon said. This is what Xeon's... but I agree with him. It's like, honestly, dude, like, we can... Look, we've been critical of Dragon Ball Super, and I don't want to turn this into anything negative, but the problem is we can't help but do it in the sense of there's so much... It's not even about the... It's no longer about, like, okay, they could have had this fight be better or the animation. That's not even the issue anymore. The issue now is that this arc is so, like you said, we don't even know what the fuck that Trunks form is, dude. Motherfuckers, one channel's calling it false Super Saiyan Blue, then you're calling it Super Saiyan 2 Blue, Bluetooth, yellow Blue Saiyan. Like, we don't even know what the fuck the form is called. We don't even know how he got the form. Like, it's just like shit. Here's the problem. All right, look, I'm gonna break it down right now. Okay, look, real shit. The problem is with this series right now, which needs to be fixed. I want it to be fixed for the future. I think the issue with Dragon Ball Super right now is that it's when you have a good story, right? The good guys have to have some kind of adversity. The issue with this arc is that the only time that you actually saw any sorts of any sense of drama or adversity is with Zamasu, which is good, and with Beerus. Frieza shows up, and it's like they fight his ass. It's a big fucking joke. Beerus and Whis are right there. They can one-shot him whenever they want to. There's no drama. Then, moving forward, Universe 6. The Universe 6 team was a bunch of jabronis that, you know, they had cool techniques, but they all lost. Vegeta and Goku by themselves fucking nerfed the entire team. And then Hit comes in there, and Goku figures out how to skip the time shit, fix the time skip in like 2 fucking... And then fucking... Oh, dude, and then like fucking... hold on, I'm banning somebody for being racist. Bye.
Potafu.
And then... No, don't even bring that up, bro. And then with this arc, we have a good... We got a good villain here. Because Black and Zamasu is a good villain. We got good stuff. We've got good stuff going here. But then, like, there's ass pulls. And the issue with ass pulls, because people have been bringing up this thing on Twitter and all over the place. Ass pulls can be fun. Look, any story has ass pulls, dude. Like, you know, honestly, an ass pull's not always a bad thing, okay? Just hear me out for just a moment. But when you have so many ass pulls within a short time span... What happens is, as a viewer, we end up being... Our brains cannot keep up with the ass pull. Does that make... Am I making sense here?
Yeah.
Zion, can you elaborate on what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the problem with the ass pulls specifically is because there are so many, and honestly, a lot of them do keep going back to Trunks. Trunks is the ass pull king of this arc, and because it's supposed to be his arc, his trials, his adversity to overcome, he's not overcoming adversity. He's just making up new shit to deal with each new situation for no goddamn reason. Like, you know, like we can't really get invested in Trunks' drama if Trunks can just overcome that drama by just being the fucking Superman and just, oh, well, like, now I'll just make up a new form. Well, I'll make up this new attack that summons everyone's power and basically is a Genkidama, but in my sword. That's... You know, you can't get invested in drama like that if the story just keeps giving the main character who we're supposed to be rooting for just every friggin' fuck whoever's telling me to stop hating. Suck my dick. Fuck all of you.
No. Look, hold on. Let me just say, all right. I'm not... Okay, time out. Look, I'm not saying the arc was complete trash because it wasn't. We had a lot of fun fights. We had a great story there for a little while. There was some good stuff here. We had drama. The arc is not bad. The issue is the arc ended. What's not lackluster? It's one of those like... It could have... What's the word I'm looking for? I guess mediocre. It could have been... It fell off a cliff. How about that? Does that make sense?
You know, I was watching Zion's review. What was it? Episode 65, Zion? That's when Merge Zamasu showcased his power, right?
He liked that episode.
Yeah, I agree with him. I agree with him on that whole episode. But, dude, 2 episodes later, the writing just went, you know, like it just sunk. Like, how could they go from such a good episode in 65 to, like, this whole clusterfuck? You know, Jim Cornette, I know Danny.
Writers.
It's just like, it was a clusterfuck, guys. And these last 2 episodes, so much shit happened. It was weird. It really was.
Well, and the thing is that nothing was ever explained. Like, all they had to do, and the thing that pisses me off is that all they have to do is explain shit, like, with 1 or 2 little lines here and there, and that's it. You don't have to sit there and have a 25-minute flashback like fucking the Frieza episode of Z, where the Frieza episode where he's about to fucking blow up Goku or attack him, and then he has the entire flashback, and then he does it. Like, you don't have to do that. All you have to do is have like one line of somebody saying, okay, Trunks learned this. You could have Vegeta say, oh, Trunks learned this while I trained him. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's it. Like, that's all you need to do. And then you could also have, like, you know, more explanations about the Zamasu thing, and the Potara fusion was just rushed. Like, again, I'm really not knocking the arc. I don't know how I feel about this arc, because it's the best arc in Dragon Ball Super, but it's the best arc in Dragon Ball Super. What does that actually mean? Does it actually mean something?
Okay. You know what would have been a good fix for Trunks's, like, the fix both of Trunks' bullshit things that he pulled out in this arc is big transformation and his big fucking spirit sword. Okay, for his transformation, okay, when they were like when Vegeta's training him, instead of just training him for a day out in like the friggin' front yard, like come on sport, we're gonna go train in the yard. and we're gonna throw the ball around. No, instead of doing that bullshit, having his father somehow take his ass to the room of spirit in time, fucking beat the shit out of him for a goddamn year, and like have Trunks actively try to obtain the blue form and have him fail and be wondering why he can't do it, what's holding him back. And then when he triggers like that new form, just have someone go like, oh well, because of his half Saiyan DNA, it's some sort of half god form that he's triggering.
But Zeon, we can't show that. We want to show the Pilaf gang. We want to show Trunks and Gohan eating ice cream. We gotta show them eating ice cream. People care about Gohan. We gotta make sure Gabby knocks down her damn shelf behind her in her videos when she sees Gohan eating ice cream, knowing for sure that he's never coming back. We can't show cool shit like that. We gotta have fucking bullshit. Fuck.
But okay, so yeah,
Lord
like,
help
that
me.
would have fucking dealt with the fucking weird half god form thing that Trunks pulls out. The other thing I really wish they would have done, and this all he would have had to say, Trunks' sword is the Z sword. I know a lot of people were speculating, is it the Z sword? It's not the Z sword. But if you had made it the Z sword, then you just could have attributed, like, you know,
Like what happened to Elder Kai. He got trapped inside. Yeah.
yeah, like you could have just attributed Trunks' crazy ass energy sword, like Genki Dama thing, to the Z sword. You could have just been like, oh, like the Z sword resonated with Trunks' hope and desires, and you could have said it's magic. It's fucking magic. It's a magic fucking sword, and he was able to do cool magic fucking shit because of it, and he beat the fucking final boss because of it, through his own sheer determination and the hope of millions or like 20 people that were left on the
13
planet.
people. His Genki Dama. So, okay, real quick, before we rant on the power scale, because we have to rant about this for a second. All right, first of all, thanks everybody in the chat. Look, I love Dragon Ball. Please don't sit there and start telling us that we're over criticizing Super just to enjoy it, because I can't stand that comment. Look, you don't have to agree with us, but you can't disagree on the points we're making that it could have been better. I mean, honestly, the vast majority of you guys in the chat, I know we make jokes about the Dragon Ball community once in a while, but the vast majority of people in the chat could have written better stuff. And I'm not kidding. I'm being very simple, but very real when I say that. So, thank you again for coming into the chat and talking with us. We're just goofing off here. This is not a review. This is just us having a conversation. We have these conversations off air just like you do with your friends. It's the same shit. So, okay, the fucked up power scale. How the fuck is it? Okay, I'm gonna go Zeon mode here. I'm gonna try and actually do the voice. I can't do it exactly right. How the fuck is it that it takes a universal Genki Dama to kill Majin Buu? Because Zeon always accentuates the Jin part. Majin Buu, but yet it took a Genki Dama from like 12 people to kill Zamasu, who's supposed to be a million times stronger than Kid Buu. Because remember, these super characters are significantly more powerful than anybody in Dragon Ball Z. We got SS Blue, we got gods, we got immortality, and yet... All right, I'm done doing the Zeon.
Not
Yeah,
to mention.
I mean, I totally agree with that too. It's
There is one answer. I will say this. When Goku and Vegeta donated their energy to help Trunks, okay, that somewhat makes sense because...
I wish they would have been in their blue forms when they did it.
Yes.
So it's just
And they
like,
weren't fucked up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, okay, they're donating God Ki.
Yeah.
But, dude, that Genki Dama was not even remotely close to the one we saw at the end of Z or at the end of GT.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm still freaking out that the dude pulled off a Genki Dama. Like, what the actual fuck, dude? Like,
But I think, and I said this in my review, and Zeon said it too. I think the funniest thing about the Genki Dama thing is it's like there was barely anybody on fucking Earth. I mean, at least with Kid Buu, at least you got it from the whole world, or in GT, he got it from the whole universe. You mean to tell me that 15, 20 people could give you that much fucking power? Yeah, and Goku and Vegeta were already exhausted anyways, so how much energy could they have really have given?
Well, you see, guys, Future Yajirobe was there, and through all the crazy ass shit the Future Yajirobe has been there, he's clearly ascended beyond everyone else's fucking power, and he alone is the true savior of this arc.
It really is like... I don't even know, bro.
also, the Goku thing was weird too. Like how all of a sudden, supposedly, Goku can like pull out more power than both Trunks and Vegeta combined.
Yep.
Like I thought that was weird too.
Goku was strong enough to knock this guy Zamasu's ass, excuse me, and yet, like, I just don't get why did Vegito not just cut this guy in half? Why was Trunks able to do it and not Vegito? Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Trunks is stronger than Vegito, because that's not what I think, But did Vegito just not think about it? Like, or would they need to wear down Zamasu more? It was very weird. It was very
Okay.
like.
But my thing is, okay, the final Kamehameha that Vegito blasts at him. I actually had people telling me it's like, oh well, he was holding back. He wasn't putting in his full power. Well, now we know this episode he did. He put all of his power into it, and that's why they friggin' defuse. See, now I'm okay with the diffusion thing a little bit more because
Yeah.
they actually gave like he friggin' expended so much power in that final Kamehameha, and that's what burned his ass out and burned out the fusion. Okay, that's fine because that they can't even friggin' go their blue form anymore. That's fine, but like he tanked that friggin' attack. Like Zamasu tanked that attack like it was nothing. Like friggin' Goku's normal Kamehameha with no Kaioken attacked onto it whatsoever. That Harvey dented his face up all you know. But the
What about the fact that they showed Android 8 and it meant nothing? They reused that same shot like 3 times, bro.
Oh god! Oh right, yeah. Fucking like artificial human age just staring into the fucking sky, just pissing himself for 3 episodes straight. That was they only had that one drawing.
It really was fucked, dude. Because when you look back at the Buu saga, Vegito was so overpowered, bro, with the Potara fusion that as a Super Saiyan, we don't even know if he was SS2 or not, but as a Super Saiyan, he was mopping the floor. He was mopping the floor with Gohan,
MJ,
dude. I'm just
come
saying.
on. No, listen. Enough being a weeb, all right? It's
I'm just
Saiyan,
saying, dude.
all right? It's Saiyan. Spirit bombs, and what's the other one? I'm missing one. Spirit bomb, Saiyan. What's the other one?
Kaioken.
No, man, nobody says that anymore. Not even dub fans say that shit.
I still hear people say KOK. It's still a thing, unfortunately.
Well, that's your fault 'cause you haven't killed them yet. Get the job done.
I'm just saying, dude. Vegito has a blue, in his blue form, should have murked Zamasu. Like he should have just punched him, and that would have been it, in my opinion. Because Goku was able to hurt him. Like it's weird.
Well, you're right. You're right. Vegito. Okay, a lot of people were saying that Vegito was underpowered. I don't know if I can even say that, but it does sound like it. And also, it's interesting because, okay, I don't want to bring this up, but it keeps getting brought up every arc. Every arc it gets brought up. Beerus and Goku are fighting in space, cracking the universe. Dude, a Vegito Blue final Kamehameha should have like blown up fucking at least 15 solar systems, and yet nothing. The scale is so fucked. We shouldn't even think about the scale. Like honestly, if you're out there watching Dragon Ball Super, don't even think about the scale. Like Seth the programmer and Dragon Ball Nation and Mike can do their little mathematical videos all day if they want to. Let them worry about the numbers. I can't because it doesn't make any sense anyways.
Yeah, like I mean, I've been complaining about that ever since that episode friggin' first aired. What was that, episode 11, I think, or no, 12?
12. Yeah, 11 was good.
12
11 was very good.
Yeah, 12 was when they did that rippling bullshit. Like ever since as soon as that episode happened, I immediately called bullshit. I even said back then, over a year ago, it's like they're never gonna follow up on this. This is never ever gonna be a thing. And once again, like, because there's so many things that friggin' Super does, where it's just like they're never gonna follow up on that again. What the hell's the Book of Namekian Legends? Does anyone still fucking remember that? Because that's never gonna fucking be touched on again.
No, never. Never. What about the fact that Pan as a baby could fly in the sky, bro? So what's a more impressive feat? Trunks? Okay. What's a more bullshit ass pull? Trunks doing the spirit bomb or fucking a fucking 6-month-old baby flying in the sky, bro? Like, what the fuck, man? Now, I will say this.
She's Pan. She's always OP.
Now, I got a question. Let's turn this over a little bit, all right? I'm going to ask all you guys this question. How did you feel about the Omni King finale? Did you think that was Omni King playing with Omni King? I loved it. Did you think it was kind of dumb? What do you think? Jump in anyway.
It was cute.
That was a very interesting way that Goku kind of went back towards, like trying to, obviously, give Omni King a friend. But I just didn't expect it to be the Omni King itself. I thought when Goku originally said it, I thought he was probably going to bring like Goten or Trunks or like another childlike character for a day,
Zeon, you thought it was cute, you said?
Yeah, I think it was cute. I mean, it's kind of like the only thing they really could do after setting that, because I'm like, who the hell is he even going to friggin' bring to Zeno? And then it's just like, oh, he's just going to drop off a future Zeno. Okay. And which is weird now because now there's another future Zeno because they're about to like reset the freaking time. Which, by the way, I really want to bring up how fucked up this ending is because
The timeline is completely out of whack.
Trunks didn't save his timeline whatsoever.
He even said
Like,
it.
Yeah, like everyone he knows and loves is dead except for Mai. They're the only two left. So what they're going to do is go to a different future timeline.
Where there's already two there, right?
Yeah, and it's, like at this point, like I mean, why don't you stay in the friggin' present timeline?
That's what I said.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I don't
like I mean,
understand.
like what is even the point of going? It's like, I guess we'll go to a different fucked up future instead of being at the peaceful, harmonious one we're already in.
That's
Unless
it.
you
Yeah,
just
like
really
if
fucking
everybody's
go
already
back.
dead, he might as well stay there. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
weird,
was-
dude.
Yeah.
Was it?
I
Do you
mean, it
think?
was touching,
Wait. Do you
but
think it was
weird.
maybe one of those things where, like, they couldn't have two Trunks and two Mais in the same time for too long? Do you think it could be something like that?
Well, no, because they're about to have two Mai's and two Trunks
Yeah.
in another timeline.
Yeah, I don't know. Then I don't know.
Yeah,
I like
and-
how. Go ahead.
And also another thing I want to say is like this arc did like the thing that like I was kind of worried about, and it's kind of been an issue with Supers, which is the gods are just going to come in and just clean house and fix all the problems. Because it's like, oh, we'll call Zeno, and then Zeno friggin' wipes everything out. But then they have like Beers, and then like Beers and Wisco, and like I guess they're going to get a different Beers to kill Zamasu for them, and that's just okay. That is how that goes now. I mean, like you're just relying on the gods, and the characters aren't. The characters aren't fixing their own problems with their own powers. Now they're just going to these higher beings to fix their problems for them, and it's it just takes all the stakes out now.
Yeah, the drama. Ever since they introduced the Omni King and they established the relationship between Goku and Zeno, I think that's kind of changed everything, dude. Like now the drama in the show is kind of done. Like, cause in the next arc, supposedly, again, spoiler alert, not really a big one. Supposedly, Hit's gonna come and try to kill Goku. Wouldn't Zeno just be pissed off and be like, "Why are you killing my friend?" Oh no, because he's gonna be distracted with Zeno. So the whole thing now is that Zeno and Goku are not gonna be friends anymore. Now it's gonna be Zeno and Zeno. But then of course the question is, where's that gonna go? Like when we have the Omniversal tournament, are they going to have two Zenos there? Is the other Zeno going to eventually go back to his future or whatever or is there another? So there's another Zeno in the timeline that Trunks and Mai are going to. So there's going to be a third Zeno. And there's also a Zeno in the Cell timeline.
Oh my god, that's true. And in the
Yeah.
unseen too. Holy shit.
It's fucked. Like, it's fucked. I hate to say it, dude. I hate to say it, but as of right now, look, I'm going to say something that I hate saying it. It's going to hurt me to say it, but as of right now, I think Super has kind of hurt the Dragon Ball lore. Like, I think Dragon Ball was actually better off with just Battle of Gods and as the new stuff, and that's it. Like, I mean, I like the arc a lot, but I mean, as far as the overall lore, like the overall story, things make less sense than they ever have at this point. I think the introduction of all these gods is the fuck up.
I'm actually going to agree with that because like a lot of all this new stuff that's been added, like ever since because even though I'm not a fan of the Battle of Gods movie, like just but I don't mind it existing. All this other stuff, I'm like, okay, this really just feels detrimental. This really feels just kind of lazy. You're not really providing us with these really great stories. Like this arc had a great concept. It could have been one of the best fucking stories of the entire franchise. But just in all of the key points that they really needed to stick to make it a great arc, they just didn't, and it just made it this horrible clusterfuck. And this was like the one arc that really had potential. The Golden Frieza arc doesn't have a story. Frieza shows up, Frieza gets killed, end of story.
Just like the movies.
The fucking tournament. A tournament happens. There's no stakes. Nobody gives a shit. It's about food.
I had a 4-hour conversation last night with Anime AJ, and we talked about one thing that I said that I didn't even didn't even recognize me, is that the problem with a lot of these arcs is that they all have no second act. Like they have a first act, a strong first act, and like a very shallow and empty second act, and then they have a third act. And the third act can be good or bad depending on your point of view. Because the Universe 6, the Goku versus Hit fight was very polarizing. I remember some people loved it, other people didn't love it. I think that the mistake that they made honestly, is that I think that they establish a relationship with Goku and Zeno, whereas I feel, and I want to get you guys' opinions down in the chat there in the live stream. They should have never had Goku befriend Zeno. He should have just been like a guy who doesn't get involved. Like, it's cool to introduce like the living tribunal. You can always have like a god that oversees everything. That's fine. But having him befriend Goku kind of kills the drama of Goku training, because this whole fucking series, the strength of Dragon Ball has always been the strong second act. Goku training with King Kai, Gohan in the jungle, Goku training to go to Namek, Goku training with Gohan in the Room of Spirit and Time, the learning fusion. Those has always been good. That's always been like the trope of Dragon Ball, right? Whereas these Supers not really showed any of that. Like Supers like ignored all the stuff that we love about Dragon. I mean, okay, the fights are cool, the stories are cool, but I feel like the middle act is missing on all these different things. There's like not enough training, I guess. I don't really know what I'm saying right now.
I would agree with that. I've seen a lot of people complain about that. Like, we saw Vegeta walk into the Room of Spirit and Time, and we didn't see him do jack anything. We saw like Goku.
We saw 3 years of Goku and Vegeta with MMA gloves, cut down to like 30 seconds. I want to see that shit, but no, we can't do that. We gotta have Monaka delivering milk and fucking Pilaf and Shu and Mai hanging out around a lake talking about how cute the grown-up version of Trunks is. Like, I feel like the time is being mismanaged. I really feel that way. Yeah. I don't want to turn this into a negative thing, so let me ask a question. By the way, shout outs to I Break for Rappers. It was his idea to do this stream, so big shout out. I want to ask you, Zeon, what did you like about the episode? Let's look positively at this episode, at the finale of this arc. What did you like?
Like I said, the Zeno thing with Zeno was cute. There was also the really cute scene where Kid Mai is like blushing at Future, or Kid Trunks is blushing at Future Mai.
Oh, she's bae.
And then the two Mai's meeting, like that was neat. And then I would say like the Gohan Trunks scene at the very end, like I was just like, oh, like I felt emotions during that. I feel like it would have been better if that had happened outside the time machine. Like they had sort of, because it really felt like Trunks just shows, or Gohan just shows up at the very last second, and I'm like, this is a great scene. I kind of wish this had happened before they got in the time machine though, because it really feels like, and then it's like nobody invited Gohan to the Trunks' leaving party, and then Gohan just shows up at the last second.
And again, I don't understand why Trunks even left, dude. Because you're right. He's like, why do you have to leave? Like, everybody's dead anyways. You know, you got your mother. But the thing is, it was a depressing ending, dude. I thought it was a little bit of a depressing ending because the more I think about it, the more I realize that, you know, Dragon Ball's always had dark moments, right? You know, we've seen entire civilizations get wiped out by Frieza. Frozen Particle, shout outs to him. Oh, Harry Price is in there too. Shout out. But there's usually a happy ending. Like, it's just kind of a bummer that in the future those two kids died. Yajirobe died. Gohan died. Bulma died. We see these people die. We got over Gohan dying because it made Trunks a better person. Well, Gabby didn't. We got over. I'm trolling. No, but you know, Bulma dying. Trunks got his revenge, but she never even got to get brought back, and he never even got to save the future. Like, dude, at the end of the day, the Omni King really was the one who saved everybody. Like that. I mean, I know that people were fearing it, and yes, the heroes beat the villain physical body. Okay, we do have that, but dude, what the fuck? Like, Zamasu's face in the heavens and shit. Like, shit was creepy, bro.
Why couldn't they have finished that with a Genki? Not a Genki.
Hey, y'all go ahead and talk. I'll be right back. You go ahead and talk. I'll be right back.
I was gonna say, like, why couldn't they have finished that with like the Mafuba? Like, oh no, he's this crazy spirit form, and then Goku pulls out the Mafuba, and that would have tied back into that setup that they'd given us earlier. That would have been cool. Would have, made the Mafuba relevant.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, Zeon, like everything that they were setting up to like defeat Zamasu didn't just happen, and they just went back with the whole button. And I predicted that they were going to use the button at some point because obviously plot convenience, you wouldn't give them the button if you're not going to use it. But it's like you set up the fusion, you set up the Mafuba or the Mafuba or the evil containment wave, however you guys want to say it. You know, you set up this spirit bomb thing, and it's just like you just threw all of your tools out of the window. And look at the other characters. You didn't even bother bringing them.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's kind of reminiscent of the Boo arc in a sense that they built up many different ways to beat Boo, but it never happened. In this arc,
Yeah.
they built up everything. Like they built up the Mafuba, they built up
Yeah.
the Fusion, they built up Trunks, but no one did it. No one at the end did it. It's
That's a really good point there. That's a really good point you make there, MJ. Because like in the Boo arc, you had Vegeta who's gonna like nuke himself to kill Fat Boo. Then you have all the fusion, and then Gohan, and then Vegito, and then the Spirit Bomb. It's like you threw so many things at Boo, and only one thing ultimately beat him. So yeah, this is a lot like the Boo arc in that sense.
Yeah. This arc just does a lot of things that it never earns a lot of things that it's doing. Like they're big moments.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna pull out Vegito. It's like, didn't really set up Vegito, but whatever. It's like, oh well, now Trunks has this crazy form. Well, you really didn't set up that crazy form. Well, he set up this new crazy finishing move. Well, you didn't really set up that finishing move either. It's just, and then like the things that they do set up don't amount to anything. Like the Mafuba, it didn't amount to anything.
I'm back, by the way. I just
you didn't miss much. I was just talking about how they should have used the Mafuba to seal up Zamasu, and then Quinn let one rip.
Oh, okay. Well, it's funny because this guy. Okay, so this guy on Twitter, YouTube guy, he's like, Zia, you're gonna love this. He sent me a time. I figured out the timeline. I go, listen, I'm gonna tell this guy, look, bro, if you're watching the stream right now, I don't give a fuck about the timeline. I am done talking about the timeline. I am done talking about time travel in this fucking series. I'm so burnt out over Dragon Ball Super's Future Trunks arc. Like, I want the next arc to come. I want the JFK assassination arc, as I'm gonna call it. I want this back and to the left. I want this arc to come. I want the Goku Arale stuff. I want the Champa baseball game. The Champa baseball game is going to be the best thing ever. I'm done talking about the timeline. I just don't even want to think about it anymore. The future timeline's destroyed. Then it really isn't destroyed because they're gonna go back to it anyways.
Well, no, because like now we're gonna have the double Future Trunks arc.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
might even never happen. I might even get that. We might never get that. We might never get Placidol. We might never get that.
That's a bummer.
Probably
Yeah.
not. Because it's not interesting. The series seems less interested in exploring the new stuff it's set up and just going back and just, hey, you remember this thing, right? Not even like going back and exploring old things and expanding on. Just, hey, you remember this thing? Here's this character and this thing and this thing. And then we're just gonna make an arc out of all this old stuff you already recognize.
Well, not just that, but also I was saying earlier though. I was saying that earlier. I was like, what more can they do nostalgia wise? What can they do? We've seen Frieza. We've seen
the Kaioken.
We've seen the Kaioken. Thank you. I didn't even think of that. We saw Spirit Bomb, the Genki Dama. We saw Trunks. We saw Fusion. We saw Vegeta. We've seen Gotenks a couple times. Frieza, like I said. What else can they pull from the past? We saw Mafuba. Like, what can they pull from the past that they have never pulled before? Like, what?
I can think of like two things.
Another android?
I was gonna say Raditz
He's
and
dead.
Bardock.
No, come on.
Doesn't matter.
Oh God, Bardock.
Holy.
That was fucking Frieza. Frieza was dead too, and he came back.
Yeah, but who the fuck has nostalgia for Raditz, bro? How many fucking fans? I can't wait to see Raditz come back.
A guy who was in the first 5 episodes.
Bro, Bardock has a huge fan base. So
yeah,
I mean,
like honestly, I was so relieved in this arc when Black ended up not being Bardock, because I was so worried that was gonna be the fucking case.
well, at least it's better than Goten.
Right.
Would have been better than Goten. Somebody in the chat said driver's license episode 2. You know what? the Yamcha baseball thing is also a nostalgia pop. Dude, like,
Yeah.
let's keep this series. Look, honestly, I'm done with this Trunks arc. We'll talk more about it as the week goes by. I just kind of want to move on from it. It's kind of like the Universe 6 tournament. Like, once that shit ended, I just wanted to move on from it and just kind of keep going. But it's one of those things where you know,
See, the thing is, though, I think that's a bad mentality. You
it's
should
a
now-
horrible mentality. I agree with
Yeah,
you.
you shouldn't be like, oh,
Yeah.
thank God, I'm past this shit. Now, what else is new? It's like going through a series of fucking saw traps.
It's
Is
like
what you're doing. You're like, okay, now that I've been through this horrible, heinous horse shit, okay, it's almost done, right? I'm almost done. Oh no, there's another horrible friggin' thing I have to put my hand into.
Well, I put my hand in a few horrible things in my lifetime, but that's all I'm gonna say.
Let's not talk about Quinn's ass, all right? We don't need to hear this.
No,
I don't know. I just feel, man, like with all these arcs, bro, it's like I keep feeling like Dragon Ball Super is literally like a balloon.
no,
Like,
you know what it
keeps-
is?
Yeah.
No, let me just say this. All right, Xeon will get this joke because him and I have talked about this before. All right. Dragon Ball Super, here's what it is. It's literally that fucking Bart episode, the Bart Goes to Camp Krusty episode. Krusty is coming, Krusty is coming, Krusty is coming, Krusty. So I'm the guy in the corner who's like, Super will get better. Super will get better. Super will get better. Oh, they got Trunks. It'll be all right. And then fucking Xeon, you're a damn idiot. It's not going to get better. Just accept the truth. No, he's coming. I promise you he's coming. No, he's not. It's not getting better. It's not getting better. Krusty is, that's pretty much what it is. Like, it gets better. Like, because this is the best arc of Super. Let's keep it real. It's the best
Yeah.
arc of Super, but it's also like, it still could have been so much better. I really think it could have been a lot better than it was.
But this kind of reminds me,
Yeah.
because like I remember this was months ago. I think I talked to you and Rhymestyle about this, Danny. It's like people were so hyped, for Super, and then we stuck through the Battle of Gods arc. Then we went through the Resurrection F arc, and then you remember how hyped people were for Universe 6? I think people have already
Yes.
forgotten how
Yes.
hyped they were for Universe 6, and then that
Yes.
was a letdown. Now it's like, oh shit, no, don't worry, guys. Trunks is gonna save this fucked up Patafu arc, and we're gonna go into this future Trunks. He's gonna slice people up, and this arc's gonna be awesome. And then it's a letdown. So it's like, well, what the fuck's next?
That's what I'm saying. Like at this
Yeah.
point, there's only so many times you can cry wolf before people before. Now I'm still gonna watch Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball, and most of us I think will. But a lot of more casual fans who just want to be entertained, they're probably gonna say fuck this show, real shit. And I'm not gonna be like Juan who cares about Dragon Ball success, even though I do care about Dragon Ball success if it's good. It's just one of those things where. You know what I mean? Like, there's only so many times because you're right, dude. Like, remember when they first unveiled the Universe 6 characters? Like,
Yup.
oh, dude, there's another Frieza. Oh, dude, is that a boy or a girl with Kaba? Because he had them eyebrows arched. He had them arched eyebrows.
Yeah, and then people were suspecting that Hit might be like a version of Cell. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Like all the speculation, people see like a little smidge of something new, regardless of context, and they get all this kind of hype, and it's just like, why? You don't know where this is gonna go, and then when it ends up not go, because like with the tournament, I pretty much called that shit immediately. I was just like, we're gonna have a bunch of characters. We have a bunch of characters that we don't know jack shit about, and we have a freaking tournament that has zero stakes to it, and it's probably not going to lead. It's probably not gonna end on anything. Any big notes. It's gonna be a tournament. It's gonna be over. And I was right. I was right about all that shit. Everyone told me how wrong I was going to be, and I ended up being right. And everyone's like, "Well, the Future Trunks arc is coming. That's gonna be the real sign of this show being good." It's like it's been already fucking 40 episodes. It should have already been good.
You're right, dude.
It's-
You're right.
it's
40.
funny, though.
Yeah. I
Let's
agree.
go.
Go. No, I was just gonna say, because remember that first week that Trunks came in. Remember how hyped we were when they changed the music? We had new Torotaro music. First episode, Goku Black fucks up and kills fucking Bulma, and we're like, whoa, like,
Yeah, first
okay, the
episode's
series,
hype.
dude. We're like, okay, now they're serious. After 46 episodes of them playing with our cocks, they're sitting there batting our cocks around in their hands, slapping them. They're sitting there spanking our dicks around. All right, here now we got some good shit coming. And then we had good shit. It was good. And then at the end, I'm like, it's not that. Here's the thing. It's not that the ending was really that terrible, in my opinion. It was just so confusing and left so many unanswered questions that I'm just blown away, dude. I'm confused. I'm honestly leaving this very confused. I feel like this is like a chick dumped me. It's like when a girl breaks up with you and never even tells you why.
Well, I got a question for you and Xeon Daddy. If you were to take the Danny, Quinn, and Xeon of today and go back into a time machine,
I would definitely kill you. Oh,
And
go
no,
ahead,
no, but go back into the time machine where me, you, and Juan and the rest of us were all talking about what's gonna happen to the rest of this arc. How do you think we'd feel? Because I remember when we had that roundtable, discussion in your house. Like all of us were, like we're talking about how this is gonna play out, and Zeon's like, they're gonna give Trunks the kill, and it's like they kind of did, but then they just went back to the Zeno button. So it's like, fuck.
Well, we were all fearing the Zeno button, bro. We were all like, please don't let that be the ending. And I'm over here thinking that the Zeno button is gonna be used later. I thought that was gonna be for a future arc.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there's one good thing I can say about this arc. And
No,
I
the
talked-
arc was not that bad. Okay, look, real shit. The arc was not that bad. It's just
Ending was trash.
the ending was confusing and
Okay,
what's the
see,
word?
Okay, I want to say something about it because you keep saying like the ending is what was bad. And I don't entirely agree on that because hey, think
Well,
about
you hate
this
everything. You
No, Like there's a lot to like in this arc, but just look at this arc like kind of as a whole. Like the first 2 episodes are rock solid, such a great foundation.
Agreed.
Then the arc drags ass with all this kind of just slice of
Gohan
life-
eating ice cream.
Yeah, like it's a lot of stuff like that, and then him meeting Kuririn and 18, and just then there's like Goku spending an entire episode hanging out with Zeno, and it's just like, for fuck's sake, can we get back to the goddamn story? So then you finally do that, and then the arc gets really repetitive, where it's like, go to the future, get your ass kicked, come back. Go to the future, get your ass kicked, come back. Go to the future.
Yeah, okay, I agree.
All this arc-
Okay, I agree, but let me just say one quick thing. Let's be fair. The fights were pretty damn badass.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, if-
the
if-
animation.
If you rate this arc solely on its fight, it's fucking baller as shit.
Yeah,
That
and
is-
the animation.
That rocks. The
Yeah.
fights were fucking great.
And
9 times out of
Nozawa's
10.
performance as Black was fantastic. There was
was about to say
good
that.
stuff here. There was a lot of good stuff here.
But
I
I
was about
feel
to say
like there's
that
a-
you.
that,
Oh,
that,
close
that,
it up?
that feels like a lot of superficial things. It's all surface level stuff. It's like having a hot chick who's a total cunt underneath.
Well, that's no. I was gonna make a. I was gonna say that's every. No, I'm not gonna say that. No, that's every chick I've ever dated. But no. What I was gonna say was, I guess this stream is trending. I was gonna actually end the stream here, but it's trending, so it's on the trending page. That's
Damn,
never
Damn.
happened before.
damn, dude, you're like moving up in the world. Shit.
Oh my God, I'm trending on YouTube. What's next? Presidency? Might as well.
Well, I mean, apparently anybody
can be the
do it,
president
man.
now.
Fucking aim for the stars, man.
I can't be because I wasn't born here. So then again, neither was Barack Obama, according to some. So according to some,
I mean, look, if you just grab enough pussies and say all the right racial slurs, you'll win.
well then
you
you
got
then you
this.
should run. If I was president, I'd fix goddamn Dragon Ball Super, and I'd have a 24-hour Gundam channel. It'll be called the Hail Zeon Network. 24 hours of Gundam. We got enough episodes.
Right? You could.
How many Gundam episodes are like 8? Like it has to be over 1,000, right?
Oh,
With all the
that's-
series
it-
combined.
Yeah, it's got to. Well, I don't know because like there's a bunch of Gundams, but like Gundam has taken a few breaks in between, so I mean it's definitely several hundred. It's definitely more than like all of Dragon Ball combined.
Really, but is it more than One Piece? Because
Potentially. I mean, because One Piece has been going since the late '90s, but Gundam has been going since like '79. But like I said, Gundam took breaks every now and then.
yeah, One Piece has been going nonstop, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus. Maybe we'll get lucky, and I use that term very loosely, and Super will go on. I can't even say it with a straight face.
They're calling Zeon Hail Zenmo, like Zeon Zenmo, bro.
Yeah, but I do want to say this. Let me say this. Zeon, there's a lot of misconceptions about Zeon because one
Yes.
thing I will say this. And I'm not defending Zeon because he's my friend. I'm just explaining something. The problem with Zeon is that not really a problem, but the thing with Zeon is that he criticizes Super, and as a result of that, Zeon gets a lot of people in his comments who just despise everything about Super, the good and the bad. Just people who want it to be like DBZ, people who, just aren't enjoying Super, and then it ends up kind of creating this kind of like overly negative environment to where whenever Zeon says something nice about Super, they're like, dude, you're wrong. It sucked. And it's like, well, no, I'm not wrong. It's, so it's one of those
Yeah.
things where
I can't win
You can't
if
win.
If I like an episode, I'm a fucking sellout. If I hate an episode, I'm a hater. And it's just like if even if I thought an episode was, if I thought an episode was really good, but I had like, yeah, there's like this one thing in the episode I didn't like, quit hating and just be fucking grateful. I'm like, I don't so piece of shit. What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, you can't win. Yeah, but the like I said before, the thing with Xeon is Xeon has a much lower tolerance. But honestly, dude, look, real shit. I've never really disagreed with any points that Xeon has made. I just don't get as upset or irritated, even though I don't let it, like, in other words, I can kind of look past it, which is what Gabby was saying last week. We can look past it a little more than Xeon can, but it doesn't mean that the points that you make are not valid, because they are valid points. I don't think you've ever made a point that's not a valid point, you know?
Yeah, like I always try to, like, you know, because the whole point of my reviews is to convey to people. Like I said in one of my last videos, I was just like, you know, like I feel like a review should convey the reviewer's feelings to the people, like, you know, get them to understand why the reviewer feels the way they do about something, and that's what I try to do, is, like, you know, to convey exactly, this is what bothered me, this is why it bothered me, this is what I liked, this is why I liked it. Because if you don't have that context, then I feel a review is completely meaningless.
Yeah, and I go through my reviews, and I usually go, like, act by act. I'll say, okay, this episode started here. I like this, didn't like this. Move on to the next part. But I have a different style than you, because I'll recap the episode and then give my thoughts during the recap. Whereas you tend to just give the thoughts of the overarching episode. Everybody has their own style, but the point is that, you know, I don't hate Super. I want Super to be better. What I'm concerned about. This is a legitimate concern. Okay, hear me out. I am concerned that it's not gonna get better. That's gonna stay like this forever, and it has the potential to be really good. Because I'm gonna be brutally honest, I do want to see the next arc, but I'm not as hyped for this arc as I was the last two. In other words, my expectations have gone down even lower than they already were. Does everybody agree with that, or do you think that they could save it still?
I would agree with that.
I mean,
I don't think it's salvageable, because I mean, at this point we have 2 terrible arcs and 2 serviceable arcs. Like one arc that just kind of, you know, it was okay, and then another arc that, like, aimed really high and did horrible things, and just kind of ended up okay overall. So I mean, it's like 2 terrible arcs, 2 okay arcs, a really atrocious filler arc. So it's just, I mean, it just depends on, like, you know, what you value in this, like,
Because even the fight scenes, they're cool, but they're still not as good as the ones in Dragon Ball Z. I mean, there's a couple good ones, but
They're not memorable to me.
I don't know. I mean, like, there are some fight scenes in the Trunks arc that I thought were fucking stellar.
I agree.
Like I mean, like, those Sheeta cuts are fucking amazing. Like, I'm never gonna forget those.
No,
and
of course not.
Like, there's been, like, some fantastic fight scenes, some fantastic visuals. Now, finally, and I would say, like, even stuff like Hit versus Vegeta, I thought was a great freaking one-sided fight. Goku goes and ruins it like an episode later, but whatever. That was Goku ruining it. The Vegeta fight, though, like, that whole one-sided fight was really great. Kind of like, you know, the one-sided fight where Vegeta completely dominates Frieza. I mean, there are good, memorable fights and moments in this, but I just feel the narrative is where things really start suffering. Like, the series can nail the visuals and these big emotional moments and these big cool attack scenes, you know, and those will resonate with people. But if you really care about the narrative, the lore, the overarching story of Dragon Ball and its characters, that's where you kind of start. That's where you're gonna start losing people. And for people like us, I think this is where the series is losing us.
Yeah, and that's the thing I'm gonna say. I agree with everything you just said. Quinn and I caught a lot of shit because in our Universe 6 review, the arc review, we pretty much were like, okay, this arc kind of fell off a cliff. But during the individual episodes, we were like, okay, this is cool. And people were like, how can you say that the episodes were great and then in the arc review say the arc sucked? Because there's a difference between each individual episode and an overarching arc. You can buy a fucking CD and you can have 3 or 4 masterpiece classic songs and then like 6 bad songs. The CD itself ain't that good, dude. You got those 4 good songs, but you got the 6 bad ones that bring everything down. It's an anchor, you know? So the Trunks arc, I think, okay, here's the way I feel about it, dude. The Trunks arc, I think, is better. I think it's it's going in a good direction somewhat. And what I mean by that is it hasn't saved Super yet, but it has gone in the right direction. But how many more times can they cry wolf, dude? How many more times? Like this next arc, okay, look, if the next 3 arcs are like fucking fantastic, if this whole like Hit kills Goku shit, like if it is fantastic, then okay, we can say Super is being saved, but I just wonder how many people, and I do care about the community, how many people are already going to be like, I don't care, or I might watch it tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Well, I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
when I find what you and Zion were saying interesting, Danny, because when you're saying is the arc salvageable, I think in terms of storytelling, you know, obviously it might not be, but in terms of people watching, I mean, yeah, you might lose some viewers. I mean, that's kind of like how YouTube channels are, or like, you know, TV shows are. Like, there are just people who are naturally just gonna tune off over time. But I think that Dragon Ball's so fucking big that I don't think Super could ever kill Dragon Ball, because I remember when I was growing up as a kid, there were some people who were thinking GT was gonna kill Dragon Ball, and it clearly fucking didn't. You know?
Well,
Yeah.
in Japan.
Okay. Okay. See, thing is though, because I don't think Super can kill can kill Dragon Ball.
Right.
I don't, because yes, GT killed it, but I mean Dragon Ball. If you look at it, like Dragon Ball was on the decline already in Z.
Yes,
And
thank
it
you.
was already
I'm
declining in
very
popularity.
happy you said that. Very happy you said
and,
that.
And a lot of people want to throw the blame on Dragon Ball, but on GT,
On GT.
but it's like on GT, but like the manga was finally allowed to be cut off because it was declining in popularity. The anime, if you look at the ratings, those were dropping. It spiked up a
Yeah.
little bit whenever GT started, and people were like, whatever, it's still the same old shit. And then they just, people just fell off and just lost interest because the series has just been going for so long. And we don't live in that wasn't the internet age. We didn't have home releases, so you couldn't just jump into Dragon Ball in the middle of it and just understand it and have all this old context. Now we have that. We have streaming. We have physical releases. We have there are plenty of ways to watch old Dragon Ball. There are adults who are raising their kids on Dragon Ball, and Super, like, you're gonna have all these nostalgic fans who are coming back, and they're gonna get their kids into it. And kids are dumb. Kids are gonna friggin' watch this regardless of how bad it is, because the fight scenes look cool and the characters act badass, and it's still something new and fresh. So I mean, this series could just keep going and going and going. And even if it's god awful, even if we end up despising it, because right now I don't think any of us despise it, we're just disappointed.
Agreed.
Here,
Yeah.
I feel like it can get to the point to where it just becomes toxic and terrible, and it's just ruining everything that we ever loved about the franchise. And kids will still love it because they don't care, and there'll still be that nostalgic part of the fandom that'll hold on and be like, no, I'm just still keep watching it because it's still Dragon Ball. Which I think honestly we kind of fall into that category too.
Yeah,
But-
and I wanted to just real quick clarify that a lot of this community, and I know I'm going to get shit for this, but a lot of people don't know what they're talking about when it comes to like GT, okay? Like, yes, I'm glad you said that. GT was not, okay, I'm not going to say GT helped Dragon Ball, but Dragon Ball in Japan, which is where it matters more than anything, sorry to break your heart, but Bruce Faulkner did not fucking make Dragon Ball, all right? Knock that shit off. Dragon Ball.
Kikuchi was a hack.
Oh yeah, the guy who's done real movies like got Juan's on. No, Juan, you can't come in here. He'll talk for an hour. But I don't know, man. I really want Super to do better. No, but everybody can say that GT was shit, and that's fine. You can say whatever you want. But as far as numbers go, like Zeon said, the Buu saga really did hurt Dragon Ball, and it was already on the decline. So when somebody says something like, it should have ended at Cell, there's a point to that. It could have. It really could have ended at Cell and been maybe remembered more favorably. But the thing is that with the Buu arc, there's a lot of stuff in the Buu arc that people love. People love fusions. They love Mystic Gohan. They love Majin Buu. Even though Zeon, and me and Jay have talked in the past about some of the annoying things about the Buu arc. Yeah.
It's trash.
Yeah, there's a lot. This
Yeah.
is bad storytelling. Yeah, but the point is that maybe in a few years, Super is going to be remembered by these nostalgia kids as hey, I remember watching Goku versus Frieza when Frieza had shoes in that one scene, and remember when the Omni King blew up? Remember when the Omni King blew up the future? Man, that was cool. Remember when Gohan ate ice cream? Man, nostalgia.
I mean, honestly, like, we have a whole generation of young adults that love the prequel trilogy.
But you know what? Okay. Let me just say this about the prequels. If you look at the prequel lore that they've done the past couple years to fix the prequel trilogy, if you incorporate all of that into the lore, the movies are better. The movies individually are bad, but the
Yeah,
movies.
I mean, you shouldn't have to like.
You're right.
Read like 5 books and watch like a 600 episode show to appreciate 3 movies.
You're right, but
Damn, Zeon.
you are right. No, he's right though. He's right. They fixed it, but
Just like you shouldn't have to read a manga to appreciate an anime.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
And that's how Super is, but the manga's so much better. I agree with you. I'm just saying that at some point in the future, they can definitely make these Dragon Ball Super episodes better with supplemental material. But the question is, like you said, and number one, you shouldn't have to. Number two, how many people are actually going to seek that out? You know, the hardcore fans will, but you know. People are talking about your laugh, Quinn.
So someone said he laughed like Raccoon earlier.
My name is Raccoon.
You do well. You do well.
Okay, before we get out of here, we're gonna close that. We're gonna close out this stream in just a moment. I wanted to ask everybody here. All right, the plan, the supposed. So we don't know for sure. Supposedly, the next arc is gonna involve Hit either attempting to kill Goku or killing Goku, and the rest of the characters trying to find out who hired him. They're going back to the mystery thing again. They're going back to, okay, who's it gonna be? Is it a new character? Is it Frost? Whatever. Do you care? Honestly, like, fuck the whole YouTube channel thing. Quinn, like, do you care? Are you interested?
Yeah, because I think Hit is a very mysterious character, so him by himself makes me interested in the arc by itself.
I actually agree with that. I think this arc's gonna totally rely on Hit, bro. This is gonna be hit or miss. See the pun? Zeon, I know you don't give a fuck.
Okay, honestly, if they can develop Hit into an interesting character, then yeah, it'll be that alone will make it worth watching. Because honestly, Hit isn't an interesting character. He's completely one-dimensional. All we know is that he's an assassin, that he has this cool fucking time skip ability.
And he looks like a purple penis.
Yes. He looks like a big old purple dildo, and yeah, if they can flesh him out, give him some lore, some backstory to make him a more compelling character, someone you can actually give a shit about, and not just the cool guy who does cool shit in fights, then honestly that would make this little filler arc. Because I'm assuming it's going to be a filler arc. It's probably not going to be because Toyotaro still needs to catch up, and Toyotaro said that he was going to be ahead of the anime soon.
I don't know, what was he on, bro? Yeah, but I seen the shirt he was wearing, bro. So I don't know if I look. I see the shirt he was wearing at New York Comic Con, bro. And let's just say this guy does a little bit of that. Let's just call it the white powder of justice. All right, so he might be out of his mind about catching up because.
Hey, let me say, dude. Like, some of the greatest artistic geniuses of our time were high as fuck. The Beatles.
Yeah. The Beatles and Toriyama probably.
Snorting coke off of Naho Oishi and just.
I mean, let's not forget that supposedly James Cameron locked himself in a basement, snorted coke for 2 months, and wrote Alien and fucking Terminator. That's the rumor. That's been the rumur for years.
Kurt Cobain.
Well, remember he didn't kill himself. He was killed. Let's get into that conspiracy. So Geekless, do you at all care about the Hit thing? I think Hit's gonna, like I said, Hit's gonna be the defining factor here. I think it's gonna be all about him.
Yeah, I care for it a little bit more than when like this arc was leaked, because I remember like the whole Goku stuff. I really wasn't a fan of the evil Goku. Like, I had my doubts on where the arc would actually go and what route it would take. At least with this arc, again, it's sort of a mystery, but it's more of like this one individual, who hired him, who done it, who's this mystery character, this murder mystery in a sense, you know what I mean?
And are we gonna care, considering we just had a guy destroy an entire timeline? Like, are we gonna really give a fuck, bro?
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but yeah, I get your point.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to close the stream out because it's fucking late. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Thank you for supporting Geekdom 101. You already know Geek List and Xeon and Quinn, Quaman's Land. Check out their channels. I'm not gonna link to them below because I can't, because the stream is live. So just search for Quaman's Land and Geek List TV and Hail Xeon. You'll find it. And thank you for supporting us. And like I said, my bad for the rushed review earlier. I had to leave quickly. I didn't get to double or triple check shit like I usually do. And it won't happen again. We should be back to normal next week. I don't have any surprise birthday parties to go to after Super. So I will talk to you guys later. And thank you guys for being here. All you three.
Yeah.
No
Thank
problem,
you.
dude. Anytime.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right, good. I know you love to rant, and we took Xeon away from playing Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to fucking go on. I'm legitimately tempted to go on Black Friday and buy Pokemon, dude.
Yeah, I mean they have a freaking deal for a 3DS for like $100.
I'm thinking about doing it. Yeah, because they're saying it's the best Pokemon game since like Gold and Silver. Is that true?
It's different. It's very different. I won't say it's the best one, but I'm liking it because I've actually been playing every single gen. My favorite gen is Black and White, and a lot of people seem to have skipped over that one. But yeah, like Sun and Moon, I like it so far. It's been really good. They've changed a lot of things for, I won't say the better, but it's different and interesting, and it's still good.
Is it true that the game actually has like an ongoing storyline, like an old classic RPG, where shit actually changes throughout the game? Is that true? Without
I wouldn't
spoiling
say it does. I wouldn't say it does that. Like I mean, it does kind of have like this kind of RPG thing where it's like it has a bit more story than your typical Pokemon game. It feels like, you know, like there's a bit more lore between like the islands and their legendary Pokemon and their gods and all that, and you know that's a pretty neat concept. And just like the characters seemed more involved in the story, but like Pokemon's been doing that probably since like Black and White, so.
All right. Well, yeah, no spoilers, but I might go play the game, and I might go play Fusions too, because I actually really like I like the 3DS, bro. Honestly, it's a good system. Anyways, we're out of here. Thanks again for supporting the stream and Geekdom, and I'll have my preview video tomorrow for next week's episode, where Goku's gonna try and wish back Kaiosama after what, 15 years of him being dead. Gee, thanks, bro. You're a real friend. All right. We'll talk to you guys later.